Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. And welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, number 1178. Believe it or not. That's how many streams we did. Believe it or not. So today I want to spend some time thinking, because I think we did great with the dungeons, and obviously they are not finished, meaning that I want to add more. You know, we can add secret passages. We can add a better progression of monsters, right, through the dungeon and also through the difficulty level. We can add better loot, different loot, right? Yeah, and I don't know what else, but more rooms, more dungeon types, more, you know, integration with generated events. I don't know, we can we can do more, but basically the functionality is working, right? So it is working, can be expanded, but the bottom line is that it works, and I'm very happy about it. It seems that the players also liked it, and yeah, we can use it in a number of ways. You can use it for events, we can use it for I mean GM events. We can use it for random generated events. So we have plenty of ways of using this, right? Which is great. Now the question is, what's next, right? So what is the next stuff that I want to do? And I have so many different things on the list that what I need to understand, I think, is which one is the one that makes most difference, right? Yeah. Which is the one that makes most difference? So yeah, let's create a file just containing ideas, you know, because I need to. So this will be 742, right? This will be 742. Destructible objects. Okay, that we have now. Idle animation, try village improvement, cast play without shortcut. Oops. This freaking compass quest, I still didn't add it. Fuck. So this is basically the one that is done, right? The so this one, more dungeons, new capabilities, right, is the one that basically generated the whole discussion, the whole functionality of generated dungeons, right? It was this idea, and now this is done. And now this is done, so I can remove it. Now we can add more, as I said, but so factions, guild halls. That's kind of a good point. Improve path drawings. I mean, we did a poll, right, some time ago, and this was the result. What's next? What's next? What's next? So so let me see the votes that we got, right? So I think basically everyone voted on F, right? So F was the vote with the most voted with so this was number one, right? Priority number one. Priority number one. So this one is the most voted, right? The one that won. Right. After this, the next one that was voted was E. Right now, E. I think we should revisit. We should revisit E because we should revisit E because we actually fixed the monsters. Like a few days ago, we found that bug where monsters are not attacking and we're not attacking properly, and I think that fix definitely improved the situation. Now I think we need to do another round and check with the players again if this is still broken. Hello, Phoenix. Number one voted. Yes. F. Yeah. Now, number 3, and I should also go back and look at the Patreon as well, but number 3 was... Number 3 was G. What is G? Better economy, huh? Better economy. I think better economy is a very good point. I think that better economy is a very good point. G is a good... I think G is a good... G is a good one. After G, let's say that the votes start to be pretty much similar, right? So there is some voting for O. I don't even know where is O. O is here. Maps and drawings, right? But it's followed at a very, very short distance by D, which actually I kind of did already. I mean, partially, not all of it, but I did some texture improvements for sure. So let's say that these two are very, very close to each other. So it is like a 4-4 probably. I don't know. is a 4-4. So let's say that the green is priority based on player votes. I mean, I can redo it, right? I can redo another poll. The last time it was, I think, December. I think it was December. After that, pretty much the numbers are all the same. Should I redo it? Maybe I should redo it. Maybe I should redo it. Maybe I should redo it. Right? Do we want to add anything to this? Because, you know, vertically we have the areas, and for example, I was surprised that very few people voted B, right? B was not very voted. And it seems that people do not care too much about the customization of the character. At least they don't care too much now, maybe, because they still think probably that gameplay needs to be improved. Hello, Hula. On your list, you forgot look on Unreal Show for the next things. What do you mean? We are the 26th of March. We have seen it for sure. No? What do you mean? I mean, it's super long time. I mean, for sure we got it, Hula. You're saying that we forgot or something? No, we got everything. We got everything. Not the free of demand, you have found already the voice, the procedural dungeon. The voice? What do you mean by the voice? I mean, in the procedural dungeon we found some, I mean, in the marketplace we found some ideas, right? And I took the idea from a guy that started something, but now our procedural dungeon is like 100 times better than that marketplace thing. Easy 100 times. Number C, I mean, letter C has been voted, but pretty much is at the bottom of the list. I mean, the bottom is A and B, with very few people voting it, right? A and B is the lowest voted, really. Let me see on Patreon, because I did the same on Patreon. The plugin for talking in game, yeah, that we have it already, Hula. We can already talk in game today in Plane Shift. Is already supported. Let me see in Patreon. And by the way, thank you to all the Patreons. We have 47 members in Patreon that are actually supporting the game. So let me see, where was the... There it is, what's next? Let me see the voting on Patreon. The voting on Patreon was, the top one was improved crafting. So pretty much the same as the top one on Discord, right? This F. The next one was actually maps and drawings. Maps and drawings. And actually here on Patreon, there is more colors, more options, more clothes. So there is actually B. But anyways, not a lot of votes. Better economy, and then basically everything else goes lower than that. Hello, Video Nomad. Hi. Welcome, welcome. So I mean, consider that whatever is the topic that we choose, right, is a pretty big choice, right? Because I mean, the topics that are remaining on the table are all very complex, right? It's not just small improvements what we have. They are fairly big, right? Like if we say better, for example, if we go for better economy, right? If you go for I'm really leaning towards better economy. I mean, if I have to choose one, you know, I would choose better economy. If I have to choose one, I would choose. I mean, I really like C, the faction progression. I really like this one, really much. Oops. Really much. But I like this as well, a lot. The problem of I mean, these two in theory can go together, right? Because they are somehow related. Because the progression, I mean, the factions could ask you an entry fee, right? Could have some services that you may pay for and things like that. Economy is hard. Yeah, I know, but you know, a game without economy, because you know, is a cycle, right? If you have a good economy, it means that people are motivated to play the game because they need, you know, money in game to do things, right? If they are already millionaires in the game and there is no incentive, right, to do stuff because you already have everything, you can buy whatever you want, right? You can buy whatever weapon, you can buy whatever, right? So then the people are not incentivized to stay in game and to play the game. I think there is kind of a big miss in this list, which is actually the main story progression, right? The main story progression is missing here. The main story progression is missing. And I think the main story progression, I don't know if I want to put it under C or I want to create a new item, right? I think I want to create a new item that is called main story. I know that D exists already, but I'm just going to redo everything. So with main storyline, I mean in-game quests that are going towards a main storyline, right? So that people understand why we are, you know, is mostly about quest, items, NPC, events, you know, events meaning things that happen, right? Well, there's probably new areas as well. Main storyline requires all of that. Requires quest. Oops, what happened? Requires I think it's mainly quest, new areas, and it can be through the factions, right? But this is like main quest, right? So it's not side quest, it's main quest, so the plot, right? Evolve the main plot, right? The main story. I don't know how to say, but I think items is not the right thing to say. I mean, you will go through main quest, new areas, and some specific NPC that are giving you knowledge on something that is happening in the game, right? So I think progression is a lot of that. Yeah. You have to change the music and the thingy. The plugin for talking in game. Yeah, Hula, that's already in. It's already done. It's already done. You don't play the game, so you don't know it, but you can. It's done. It's completed. I'm thinking if there is other stuff, right? I mean, combat, in theory, combat, I mean, we are very weak on combat, right? We are very weak on combat. Combat is not particularly fun or particularly engaging, right? Combat could be so much better, right? But it requires a lot of work. A lot of work, I tell you. And also, I think that some of the stuff may require changing the character movement system, right? I think in exploration, I will put also climbing. Because climbing may really change the way you explore maps, right? So you may go up vertically and it may change the way we do some certain puzzles, right? Certain certain quests and such. So I think climbing is his own area now. Climbing, I mean, you may have the character climb, but you may have no content for it, right? So adding climbing means also adding new areas that are actually supporting climbing in a way that kind of makes sense. So another thing that is missing from this list, right, is player housing, right? Player housing is missing. And one day we will have it for sure, right? We will have some sort of player housing one day. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it will really be the way you think about it, so like having a 3D house, but it may be also a separate screen where you have, you know, the inside of your house just in pictures and whatever, and you are. So I don't know exactly yet how I want to do that, but I think that the player housing, which is basically switching the storage to your house storage, right? And I don't know exactly where that should go. If it's under progression, right? Because for sure, or is under achievements, right? Because I think that achievement I didn't even mention it in this list, because I think we already have a good number of achievements, and we have like 200 or so, and I think for now I'm feeling that we are good. So, but yeah, there should be a kind of an achievement column as well. Yeah, but I would like to put player housing. Now, player housing may be a wrong term. I mean, if I say player housing, people will understand something, and I mean something else. So maybe I should specify it better, but... there are different levels of player housing. The minimum can be, again, the storage that you have with an NPC today, the bank, let's say bank and storage, that you can actually put it in another place, which is your house. The problem is how to roleplay the actual house, because if we really assign a house to every player, even if it costs a lot, right? It's fine, it may cost a lot. If you assign a house to a player, we will not have enough houses in the game, right? So this means that we have to assign or a house, you know, virtually, so that you don't see it, but it is somewhere, right? Or we have to assign the same house to multiple people, assuming there are multiple places you can, multiple floors or multiple apartments, right? Or make it completely silly, you know, having one house that everyone goes and is the house of everyone, right? Which I don't really like, but that would be the easiest solution, right? Because even if we have only like 200 players, right? I mean, finding 200 houses, also maintaining the assignment between the house and the player is a mess, right? If that player stops playing or whatever. So I think that, yeah, player housing needs to have, unfortunately, a non-role play solution to it, right? Or an infinite space, right, with the house decaying after some time, which could be a way, right? It could be, say, oh, we have a wall level, right? So 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers, which is just green grass, and people can build their house there. And then after some time the house decays if they are not playing, right? But still, I think will be a challenge, right? But I think would be very cool. Would be very, very cool to see people building houses next to each other and you know, deciding which type of house they want and things like that. It would be very fun. And this also can be another money sink, right? Can be another economy thing, because if you have player housing, yeah, I think it should be somehow under progression. Should be somehow under progression, I think. Because at the moment I'm a bit stuck on what to do next, right? I mean, I have many things that I want to do, but I'm not fully convinced on what. I don't think the climbing, I mean, climbing, I don't know, yeah, but anyway, I want to put it on the list because climbing is complex, right? So as I said, it's not just being able to climb, but it's also having some areas that are now, is this still is this entry still valid? Is this entry still valid? Because we improved crafting books significantly. We made it more automated. We made it less clicky. And we didn't add minigames. Okay, so the only thing that is missing here is adding minigames to crafting, which I'm not completely sure that I really want to do. I mean, we tried a bit. We played with minigames, right? But I think the next level, to me, the next level of crafting is having crafting more usable in our economy again. I mean, it's economy again, right? So having our crafting more usable for our economy, right? Because at the moment we never thought really to tiers, right? Player tiers and things that they can do at certain tiers. I mean, we have it a bit like with the monsters, we have it a bit like with the loot, we have it a bit like with the areas in the game. Yes, we have it a bit with certain dungeons that maybe are harder than others. We have it a bit with the bosses, right? Because we have some monsters that are bosses and so we have that. We have that. But is not really connected to a real economy progression, right? Or a real economy in the game, right? So I mean, it's fun to have. You can craft stuff, and the stuff that you craft is higher quality than the one that you can buy. So basically that's the major incentive for players, because you can have an armor that is quality 50, you can buy it from a merchant, but if you craft it, it may go up to quality 300, right? And the effect of that armor is very, very different, right? So it's much more effective. So I don't know what's next on crafting, really, apart from minigames. I think would be more integration of crafting into our economy, but I cannot really visualize it well. So I think that in crafting, at the moment, we only have minigames left, right? It's pretty much what we have. And if you have other ideas, guys, let me know, right? If you have ideas on what you think is needed, let me know, right? Let me know, because you know, because your input may be good. So economy, yeah, exactly. Economy is a lot. I mean, economy is money sink, first of all, is linked to progression, is maybe guildhouse services, maybe maintenance of stuff that you have, maybe decay of equipment, yeah, maybe fashion, maybe pets, maybe other stuff that you can pay for. And one thing that we could have under economy is player-owned shops, right? It is something that I mentioned a few times, but I never really put on the list, right? So I mean offline shops, right? So shops that you can leave up while you are not there. So it's while player is offline, right? So you are offline, but your shop is online, and you can maybe put stuff to sell in the shop, right? You can put items available for selling. Right? And then we have dynamic element. So with dynamic element, definitely I add dungeon. You see dungeon templates, dungeon generation. I mean, this was the dungeon thing, right? This was the dungeon. And I would say that this one is done, right? So I would remove it from the list. I mean, now a GM can create an event, can generate a dungeon just for that event and having people play through it, right? And I think it's fairly stable. Also, let me check again if we had any crashes. 0 crashes, right? Since the beginning, 0 crashes. We have a log that is 250 megabytes. I don't know if that's a great idea. But I mean, now with the server crashing less and less, we have... I think I should remove combat log script. Yeah, I think I should reduce the amount of. Let me check 1 second. I should reduce the amount of logs that we have, because it's too much. We are logging too much. I think I have to set log combat, log script to warning. This is going to reduce it significantly. I still see there are a number. Get average skill value. Let me see. Get average skill value. I see a lot of stupid debugs. Like this one, for example. Oh my god, this one should be removed actually. Yeah, there's two verbose. I mean, there's no. That is really, really bad. I'm looking at the log in the on the server and trying to see what is coming out of it. But I see there is a lot of spam of this line. This line is spammed like a boss. And then I see there is also another one about calculate attack. Yeah. So this calculate attack, first of all, should not be log temp, but should really be log combat. Together with these other guys. But I think these two should really be verbose, right? Because I don't think this is not just a normal log. I mean, that is verbose for sure. So I will move them to verbose so they don't spam too much. Seems to be another freaking... Oi, what is this? Nah, this should be removed, guys. That is really super spammy. Super spammy. Quality decayed. Also, this one should be verbose, absolutely. Makes no sense to have this. Every time an item is decaying, we are logging something, right? Doesn't make any sense. I'm just looking at the log and seeing what we have. So we have additional log temp, adding points, blah blah blah. There should be, I don't know if we have a log progression. No, we don't. Yeah, because this is log progression for sure. There is log progression, but we don't have it. We don't have a progression one. We have a crafting. We have item, loot, material, mini game, particles, pet, process, quest. Spawns. We have stats though. Do we? I don't know if this one is the standard Unreal Engine or maybe it's a standard Unreal Engine. Yeah, it is. We have a char stats though. Okay, char stats is very nice. I think we can use char stats for that one. And with this one, we'll definitely be verbose. I'm just trying to clean up the logs because I see there is a lot of stuff that we don't really care. Okay, that's a good change. Okay, back to what we were discussing. So yeah, here I had here there is the concept of dailies, right? So to generate dailies, I think every RPG game is kind of dailies, and dailies can be connected to the economy of the city, right? So maybe the blacksmith needs metal, you know, the tailor needs leather, and there may be stuff that you continuously provide to them, you know, in a sense of dailies that then generate economy, generate may even affect the prices, but affecting the prices is kind of tough. So um, yeah, I think dailies to me is still a very good topic, right? Dailies is still a very good topic. Um, I don't know if generated events is dailies though. I think they are two different things somehow, but yeah, it can be connected to generated events for sure. Right? Now, pets. I mean, pets has always been, something interesting, but I don't know how much is really impacting the gameplay, right? So I mean, a pet is nice. It's nice to have a pet. It's nice to be able to speak to him and teach him something. It's nice that the pet goes around you, but is it really changing, the game mechanics somehow as much as the other stuff that we have here on the list, right? Like a better economy, player-owned shops, dailies, um, main storyline, faction progress, player housing, right? These are big topics. These are big topics that are impacting the quality of the gameplay a lot, right? Now, it's not that I don't like pets. I like pets, but I don't know if he's really doing much. Basically, what this is character customization, right? It's character customization through skeletal changes, right? Well, it's under character customization. Okay. Well, okay, fine. Yeah, he's already under this, right? More hair, more clothes, more beds, more hats, more tattoos, more everything, right? So more, yeah, maybe more color is not a good. I mean, it's more like tattoos or uh, or uh, or um, or or special traits, right? Right. Yeah. Is there anything else or not? The tiger is a pet. I mean, you can pet me, but I don't know if I can be considered a pet. I come back in time, they can do a lot more than pets. If you go back in time or if you come back in the future? Go back in time? No, I think that the pets were doing more. I don't know. Were they? I mean, I can redo the poll like this and see what people say. If you ask me, yeah, I think we should redo the poll. Let's redo the poll. Let's redo the poll and see what people think. I think it's a good thing to do. Also, people seems to enjoy this poll. I mean, I did it in the past and people liked it, so I can add here, you know, generated dungeons under what we have. Generated dungeons, because now we have it, right? And under crafting, I can say that we added, you know, we added search capability, and we added and we simplified the simplified crafting, right? So with the prepare, basically, we can say prepare crafting, right? Prepare crafting, search capability, new crafting box. So the two most voted, right? I think have been somehow. There's some monster are broken. I don't know if it's still true. I mean, is it still true that some monster are broken or not? And then I don't know. We got a lot of bug fixed, by the way, and it is done, by the way. Yeah, you have to exit combat mode. Okay, let's redo the poll. Let's redo the poll. I can post this in Discord. I think is all. Do you have any other ideas, guys? Do you have any other ideas of stuff that can be missing in this list? I don't know. And again, this is like main features, right? Because then you can say, oh, can you please improve this or that, right? Yeah. I mean, we can improve this or that anyway. So there will be tickets, there will be, let's say, bugs posted by people saying, hey, can you improve this, can you improve that? So I can still do it. It's not that idea will come from the EU shop. Hula, I don't understand what you mean by that. What do you mean? Why you are speaking about the EU shop since the beginning? Why? How can I search an idea from the EU shop? How can I? This is not how it works. I mean, I have an idea, and then I go to the EU shop to search something done, right? But like the generated dungeon didn't come from the EU shop, it came from me, and then I searched in the EU shop something. I don't think I can. I mean, I can search ideas in other games, yes, in other RPG games, but okay, let's pause this. Let's pause this. It's a lot of options because it goes until Q, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different options, but it's okay. I mean, here we have few faces, right? We have few faces, few hair, and pretty much no customization on the clothes except, you know, the robes. But the robes are not even for everyone, right? I mean, and yes, you have the weapons, right? So depending on what you keep in your hands, you look a bit different. But player customizations are really low, I would say. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. I will do the same. I will do the same in Pulse, and I will do the same in. So I would say 4 months. 4 months passed, and two important topics have been fixed, have been improved, and actually I would say 3 important topics have been improved. Some monsters not attacking, generated dungeons, and improved crafting. I think it's time to redo the poll for what's next. What are the areas we should focus on in the next developments? Right? Exactly. Done. And no, in Italian we don't have the JK. That's why it's not in the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, L, M. I'm adding the options. N, O, O, P, and Q. Okay, I added them all. Okay, this is good. I think I can do the same also on Patreon, because I think that we should consider our Patreon guys as much as possible. many is you again, so thank you a lot, guys. I don't know if I should do something for subscribers, but yeah, it could be. But anyway, it's a good point. But I don't think I can really. So I will do another what's next. Let me do it. Create poll. Create poll. Can I add a picture to this poll or not? Probably not. Probably not. I'm looking at my options in Patreon to add a picture at the top, but it seems it's not possible. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, it's not very easy to list here, but we can say character customization, skeletal changes like fat, thin, fat, short, tall, right? Then we can have character customization, more hair, traits, tattoo, clothes, right, etc. The important point is that it can be multi-option. Character customization. Well, let me type it first in a. Let me type it first in text somewhere, otherwise it's going crazy. If something goes bad, then I have to redo it completely. Right? Like the nice page timeout, you know, when you say, oh, sorry, timed out, you have to redo it completely. The other one will be faction progression, which includes faction guildhalls and faction quests, right? Mostly. D is main storyline, which is evolve the main plots, evolve the main plot, quests, and new areas. Then the next is player housing. I think this one is pretty much self-explanatory. Then is continuing improving textures, improve textures, higher resolution, and new better ones. Then there is maps as in drawings and other drawings. Then we have climbing. Then we have improved combat, monsters, AI, and player moves, let's say. Then we have crafting minigames. Then we have a better economy, which includes money sync through guild services, pets, fashion, whatever, maintenance, whatever. Then we have player owned shop, player owned shops while offline, right? Then we have dailies, quest, Generated quest. Generated daily quests. Valeting board in taverns, something like that. Then we have tribes, you know, so more buildings, more player counter tribes, mines control. And then we have pets, like pets inventory, pets fights, pets grow, and abilities. Okay, so I think these are all of them, right? Okay, let me put all of this in the poll. Faction progression, storyline, player housing, improve textures. Well, improve texture, I should probably say improve characters, but I think characters are very, very outdated. At this point, they are super outdated. But redoing characters takes quite some time, guys. I can commission some of the stuff, but it's always hard to find someone that you can commission with some you know, assurance that he will actually do the job, right? It's not very easy, I have to say. So we have 15 options. Someone put the ceiling tonight. Okay, so let me post it so that attachment, no. Well, attachment, yeah, in theory I can upload this one. Then what's next? Yeah, I can. You can upload an attachment, actually. Fantastic, boys.
What are you doing?
I'm making a poll because I want to know what to work on next. But I think will be a complex decision. I think will be a very complex decision. How do I say if this is multi-choice or not? I have no idea. I hope it's multi-choice by default. If it's not, I have to redo it all. Fuck. Oh, it's not multi-choice. Fuck. Why? I wanted multi-choice. How do I choose if it's multi-choice? No, they removed it? Unbelievable. What do you mean? I cannot get in multi-choice? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Patreon multi-choice poll. Come on. Multi-choice poll. Hello everybody, can you help us in a quick survey? Yeah, but how did this guy post it in multi-choice? Click on the poll settings. But the poll settings, bro, are not here. I think because they redid it. They redid the thing. Unless I'm not seeing it. I don't see it. No. One second. Maybe I had to select it at the beginning. I can redo it. Ah, fuck, there was. But you had to do it at the beginning. No! Okay, I can delete it. I have all the text anyway, so it's easy to do. No! No! Okay, I deleted it, guys. I'm going to redo it. I mean, it's just copy pasting, so yeah, you have to choose it. You have to select it at the beginning under options. So character customization, faction progression, multi-storyline. What are your choices, guys? Can you tell me your choices? You can just go in Discord and vote, but you can just go in Discord and vote if you want. Better economy, player-owned shops, dailies. Tribes and pets. Okay. Okay, I did it. Now is multi-choice. Nice. Nice. Okay, I posted it also on Patreon. Is up. So, what are your choices, guys? If this is the list, where is the list? If this is the list, what are your choices? Tell me. Fully customizable characters. So you mean B, A and B, right? A and B. AI can do the commission? No, AI is not good for that. Michelangelo, Giacomo, kind of. Michelangelo e Jacopo. O Giacomo. Climbing, pet, better tribes. Okay. Climbing, pets, better tribes. Okay. With improvement to other textures and model characters are falling behind in fidelity. With the improvements to other textures, you mean the model of the characters are falling? Yeah. Yeah, for sure the characters. So I would say anything that is character improvement is A and B, right? But yeah, I could have added a C, I mean an additional one under character customization, which is just improve the characters, right? Yeah, maybe. But let's say that A and B are basically covering it. Because when we do them, right? There was not a lot of people interested in that though. I mean, this part got very low votes the last time. Very, very, very few. Very few votes. Very few votes. Some people are already voting in Discord. At the moment, the one that is winning is I. Some monsters are broken. I don't know if some monsters are really broken. I mean, is it really true? Whoever voted for monster are broken. I mean, can you tell me what is broken? Because I don't know actually. Who voted for broken monsters? People that don't play. Okay, GG. People that don't play voted for that. Well, Constrabus voted for it. About broken monsters, what is actually broken? Because my last changes should have fixed some of it. I think some monsters are broken. I don't even know if I want to put it in the list anymore. I mean, is it real? Is it real that some monsters are broken or not? I don't know. I don't think it's very real that monsters are broken. I think I should put it with a question mark. I mean, are they broken? I don't know. Are they? Can I change the picture? I don't know if I can change the picture actually. Maybe an odd one. Fuck. I can't. No! Seriously? No. No. Please. Fuck. Okay, I put it down there, it's the same. I put it down there. It's a pity that you cannot change the attachment. No. Why? Why you cannot add an attachment to an existing message? That's very bad. But anyway, people are voting on I. People are voting on G. Maps, drawings, and display images. And people are voting on D, main storyline. Interesting. No one is voting on economy. I mean, few people voted on economy. But, I mean, we have to wait a bit. I mean, this is just the people that are in the chat right now, right? So... Okay, so if you ask me, which at the end I'm the person doing it, and I think that I will anyway influence the decision a lot, because I mean you vote, but at the end I decide. But it would be nice if your decision is similar to my decision. But and by the way, like here there is nothing. There is nothing of the in the compendium, right? The compendium area is not really part of this. But if you ask me, I will do probably better economy first. Together with faction progression and main storyline. These are probably the ones that I feel will make most difference for players. I'm thinking very deeply. Yeah, so here items that are missing. Actually, we miss the compendium completely, right? Because we have a compendium in game, and I didn't develop it, you know, much recently. Oh fuck, I completely forgot this. Fuck. I think I have to redo it. Because this one is a very important one. Let me add a new item under this. Let me add a new item under this, which is drawings. Fuck, but they are very different topics though. Shit. I missed a very big item. I missed a very big item, which by the way is probably the first one I want to do now that I think about it. Which is the ability to store the location of the NPC that you meet. I mean, I can add it here, but it has not much to do with drawings, right? I think I missed an item, really. I have to add a new item. I have to add a new item. There's no way. I will add a new item that is R and is store location of NPCs on map. Probably this one I'm just gonna do. Because I think it's too disruptive. I mean, it's too disruptive not to have it, right? I think it's too disruptive not to have it. Let me... Why I cannot pause the freaking thing again? No. That's so annoying. Cannot. I cannot add. Raoni, can you stop messing up with the poll, adding random icons? Thank you. That is just wasting my time. Thank you. So I added R. Multiple. You can vote multiple, yeah. I cannot add a new option. No, I can't believe it. Cannot. Okay, GG. I cannot add a new option in Patreon, incredibly enough. Okay, anyway. I think save location of NPC on map is something that I wanted to do already long time ago, and I think it's probably something I'm gonna do anyway. And probably this is the what's next. I think it's not too hard. I think it's really not too hard, so I think it can take us like 2 days or 3 days, you know, 2, 3, 4 evenings maximum. And I think it's a major improvement, right? Major improvement. Major improvement. I don't know if it requires the maps to be there, but I don't think so. Okay, let me expand a bit this idea, okay? Let me expand this idea, because I think that I want to do it. I just want to do it. I think that on that one I will not ask you. I will not ask you about it. I will just do it. Compendium locations, right? This one is so old. When was this picture? This picture was created, let me see, 2021. 2021, incredible how the time goes on. But anyway, so now the only problem of this is if you don't have the main map, then what happens, right? So map of the location, right? You buy it. You buy it, it's a physical item and can be consumed to become an entry into the compendium. When you meet one of the following, they will be added to the compendium in the location you have on the map. If you have the map of that location, we also see the NPC on the map. So we have some options here, right? Because let me think about it. Let me think about it a second. This I think can be the next thing that we do, guys. Because I think I really want it. I really want it. I want it in game. And I want it now. So if we want to do people and locations, right? If you want to do people and locations, there are a number of problems. The first problem is that I need to be able to have a special item which is a map, right? And at the moment we have something like this for the big map, right? I don't know how many of you have it, but anyway, here is the main map of the world, right? And you can acquire these tiles that at the moment you see that are empty here. You can acquire them from merchants, right? Certain merchants are selling you this, right? I don't know if any of the merchants are available now, but they randomly spawn and they walk the roads and you go around and you buy things from them, right? And some are NPC, like I think Jayo's probably has one. I think. Oh, what happens? Wow, my character is stuck in crouch mode? How did it happen? It is. Okay, anyway. It never happened to me, but it happened now. Yeah, exactly. He has Idla East and an Idla main map, right? So if you buy this... Oh, fuck, but you cannot even use it. You have to consume it? Why you cannot use it? Yeah, so it's not working. Okay, so this is the first thing to fix, right? Because in theory these two should go under, at least under the compendium if you buy them, right? They should go here in the list. If you buy... No? I think so. Do we have? I have the discoveries, right? So I think it's under character discoveries. And it's under codex locations. I think codex locations is... Yeah, but at the moment it's only this, huh? At the moment it's only this. Yeah, it's not developed. This thing is not done. This thing is not done. This thing is not done at all. Okay, so what do we need? We need to understand how to make the map a map. At the moment, we are using a very bad trick, which kind of works, but is a very bad trick. Which is a trick I think I want to undo, because it was easy enough trick. By the way, let me see how many people actually got the maps. Yeah, that is kind of a nice query to do. Let me do this query a second. I want to know how many people got the maps. How many people got the maps? For example, I'm not one of them, right? How many people got the maps in game? So to do that, I need to check character discoveries, right? And under character discoveries, I need to see knowledge type 3, right? Knowledge type 3. So I need to check, I need to select count from but I will group it. So I think I will say, anyway, count from character discovery. Character discovery, where knowledge type equal to 5, right? I want to group by child table ID. No, sorry. Where knowledge type equal to 3. Right? Where knowledge type equal to 3 and group by child table ID. Right? And we do this, huh? Okay. So we got 61 people, 61 characters in the game that got this map. And 20, so the last is number 2, which I don't know exactly which one is it, but anyway. They got the map number 12. So the 12 people that got map number 2. So many people got 6, 7. Probably because these one are the ones that are sold by the normal NPC, right? NPC that you find easily. I thought that Jayos was actually selling one, but maybe I'm wrong or I didn't see it. Maps. Generic map. No, it's not selling one, so it's someone else. I don't remember who is it, but it's someone else that is selling that map. It's someone else. I think I'm still missing 2. Okay. But as you can see, it's possible because you have a number of people that have it. So if there was a 0 or like a 2 or 3 in one of those lines, then I would say, yep, there is a problem. But if I see, you know, 12 people did it, it is okay. Now, the problem is that these maps, right, are a bit funky. Are actually a bit funky. Kaimon is here. Are a bit funky because the ID. So that's the child table ID, but doesn't tell me the map associated, right? So that's the freaking problem. Yes, they are here actually. At the moment I'm doing something very, very cheesy, which is I'm using the quality of the item, if I remember right, but I don't see it. Item quality, what is that? Yeah. You see this? Max item quality. I mean, this is so bad anyway. I'm using the max item quality to actually know which is the map, right? But I don't think that is really acceptable long term, right? So it's okay for the main maps, but it's a super cheesy way. Super cheesy. And then I have the consume map token as a consume script. So basically I don't have a custom use, right? I think that's so bad. I think that is absolutely bad. That is super bad. I mean, it works, so I cannot really complain, but Well, we have the use though, right? We have the use button. So if you inspect it, it's telling you use this item to permanently add this map to your compendium, right? So it's actually telling you. So you click here and it actually gets added. Now, it will not do it because this item I just spawned and is not having the proper quality, right? Which was the thing that, so like this one is number 3. Right, so I will have to edit the quality manually to 3, assuming it works. Yes, it does. And then when I do this, bling blong. Yeah, now I have the piece, right? Now I have the piece. But is this thing sustainable, right? Is this thing sustainable long term? I don't think so. I mean, if we have 100 maps, right? He actually added it though. He added it under main map. Now I cannot click it, but I can see it here. So he knows that I know where Amneder is. The problem is that if I force, you know, if I force this to be found before I can actually place NPCs on the map, it's kind of annoying. It's kind of very annoying. It's kind of very annoying for the player, right? Because you will have to find this map to then be able to see the NPC inside the city, and I think it's annoying. I mean, another way. Okay, so let me think to the options, right? We have many different options. One option could be. So how does this thing flow, right? How does this thing flow? So the player discovers the play. So because I think option one is player walks through, or player reaches, you know, a discovery point, right? This is probably the best option, actually. Player reaches a discovery point, right? For example, I don't know, maybe in the plaza is not the fountain, but it's the high ground, right? So it's the high ground plaza in Idla, for example, right? So you reach that high spot where you basically see the whole city, and that one is enabling you, right? So this basically adds the map to the compendium. This is like option one. A variation of option one is a variation of option one, which actually is option two. Is that the player reaches a number of discovery points. So we put like 3 points in the city, and when you reach those 3 points, we consider you explored it all, right? Or you explored enough, right? You explored enough to say that you know the city, and so you get automatically the map, right? Option 3, which is the first one I was leaning to, but I don't know if I'm still in the same camp now, but Option 3 is that the players buys the map, right? Buys the map from an NPC. So it's a physical object, right? So he goes to JOs, he buys the map, and then only when he has the map is added to the compendium. Is there a fourth option or not? Is there a fourth option, like the player draws the map himself? No, well, that's a bit too much. A fourth option is no, I don't think there is a fourth option. So basically, if you do this, right? If you do this, you get this map. Right? Which may be nicer, okay? Maybe we can commission the maps, I don't know, but it can be nicer, right? But pretty much, you know, that the idea is that you get a map, which is a 2D drawing. It's a 2D drawing, is stored client side, so I don't have to send it server to client. So unfortunately, yes, you will have all the maps on your PC if you unpack and if you like decrypt the client, but I think it's fine with me. You would not have the NPC locations though, so they are a bit useless, right, without the proper data. So you get a map like this, right? And this map is empty. It doesn't have the main buildings. It only has the main roads. Well, it may have buildings drawn, but it doesn't have the actual main buildings. No, I think he has the main buildings. Yeah, he has the main buildings. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no reason why they should give you a map without buildings, right? So that would be a bit stupid. So it will have all the main buildings. So JOs will be there, the courthouse will be there, you know, these fountains will be there, the tree will be there. So the entrance and the exit will be there, right? So the direction to the plaza, to Ojaveda will be there. What will not be there will be the NPC, like Durok. I don't know if maybe it's too small on your screen, but anyway. There is Durok here, Yonda here, Jardet here, Murago here, right? So this will not be on the map, right? Will not be. So the next step, right? The next step is for the player to actually meet the NPC. And that's very easy for me because whenever you start a dialogue, I can check if you have the particular discovery. And if you don't have the discovery, I'm going to add, right? And I think that I don't want to right click. I mean, I don't want just to right click, maybe just, yeah, but I think as soon as you speak with the NPC, right? As soon as you speak with the NPC, you get an entry in the compendium, right? As soon as you speak with the NPC, you get an entry in the compendium with the location, right? And I think this one is a kind of a done deal. I don't think we have options for this. I think it's just the way it will work, right? So you speak with Arnquist and it's just marked on the map, right? Now, Now I wanted to do a bit more than this, right? So not that you just have the NPC, but when you click, for example, on train, right, and this guy is showing you which stats is actually training, there will be another knowledge entry for your character, right? There will be another knowledge entry, and if you click on banker or storage, that will also flag that NPC as banker or storage, right? And I would say even a bit more, right? Because it could, if you go to a shop, right, it could list the categories of that particular NPC, which would be fantastic, right? Because then you will have basically the map of all the trainers, of all the bankers, of all the storage, of all the sellers and shops in your map, right? And it is something that I absolutely want to have. Absolutely, we need this, absolutely. We need this, absolutely. But the nice thing about this, right, is not something that you get at the beginning. So it's not like any other game, you know, you click on map, you see everything, like if you have a GPS, you know, like if you have a satellite connection, right? So it is something that you discover yourself. So for example, if certain NPC go to bed and you don't find them, right, you will not have that because you never speak with that NPC. Now the only problem will be where to position the NPC on the map. Meaning, do we position him in his main location or do we position him where you found him? Right? I think the easiest is to place the NPC in his base location. Because you may find, you know, like it happened to me now, right? I was here and there was Kaiman going to JOs and speaking with JOs, right? And I don't know why the character cannot stop freaking moving. I cannot uncrouch. Fucking. Yeah, I think it should be. Yeah, I think it should be in his main location because if we do it in the location where you find him, I think it's very annoying. I mean, it's not. Now the problem will be the generated NPC, right? Because you may speak with an NPC that is a generated NPC, and so it's a temporary guy, so it doesn't really exist for us in a permanent way. Yeah, but I think that if he's a trainer, yeah, exactly. I think as soon as you speak with an NPC, no, in theory no, because you may also want it for quest. So I don't think we should restrict it to. I don't think we should restrict it to trainer, storage, banker. But then how do we do it? How do we do it? Because I mean, you don't want to have monsters, right? You don't want to have monsters into this list. I mean, we could do all the ones that are impervious to attack. If we do only the ones that are not killable, we are basically getting all the good ones, right? Yeah. So which one of these options you prefer, guys? Option 1, option 2, and option 3. I mean, assuming that you understand the options, but if you don't, please ask me. Then after this happens, location people 2. That was a good idea, but actually it never worked. Location people 3. And then yes, and then we need the filter and such. So so the question is, so what is needed to do this, right? So what do we need? First thing we need the maps. So we need the map. So we basically need to divide the world in maps. The maps are in theory. Yeah, I think that the maps are already there. But so like when you see this location, right? When you see this location, you can click on it. The problem is that I don't know if this is really good. Because it may work for the main cities, but for the outdoor, right? For the outdoor, this map is way more than Amnade, right? So I think what I should do, I should have maybe sub-maps, right, inside of this, right? And I think we already have the concept of sub-maps, because if I remember right, our maps are already... no. Minimap ID, minimap ID. No, actually not. So we have to expand this, because I will have to know that one sub map is a child of this map, right? I remember I kind of did something like that, but probably at the end I didn't. Codex locations. Item type 2. Yeah, you see, there is the sub map, right? There is the sub map of Idla East. But how does he know that is a sub map? Item type 1 and 2. Location of main map. Sub map. Nah, we need a yeah, I mean a sub map is okay, but we need a sub map ID. I mean a main map ID, which is added to this table, but I can add it, it's not a problem. Because we need to know in which map that particular object is, right? Main map ID. Maybe it's this thing. Yes, it's this one. Main map ID. Main map ID. So this one is telling us that this map, for whatever reason, is inside this one, right? Yeah, exactly. So this one in reality is not 2, but is 20. It is actually 20. And that is actually 21, right? No, 21, no. This will be Idla West that we don't have. Idla North. So like, more like 70. Yonder will be like 21, yes. Jada 21. So it's more like this than. I think I had those numbers because I tested only with this map. So I was testing only with one map. The only thing that I don't like of this system is that basically if you speak with an NPC and you don't have the map yet, right? It will not be stored, right? Which is a bit annoying. It's like if you have the map, you can draw the NPC on the map. If you don't have the map, you cannot. But I think probably it's okay. So so what we need to do? Let me think what we need to do. What we need to do is, so the hierarchy between maps and submaps and NPC we already have, right? So it is pretty good. We also have the coordinates, right, on a specific map, which is actually pretty good. But I think we are completely missing how to discover this thing, right? So how can I say that I have Idla East, right? Because there should be a consume script. I think the consume script is a great idea. The problem is, how do we pass to the consume script a value, right? Because it is exactly the problem I had before. So I was saying, oh, how can I say that, you know, these maps are these maps? Because the consume script is this consume a map token, right? Which is a progression script, I assume. Name. Yeah. He's taking the quality from the map ID from the quality, right? So that is the thing. And that doesn't work. Well, I don't know. It may even work. I mean, it's a bit rough, but in theory, the quality number is infinite. I can go up to 1 million, right? The only problem is that the player will see it, because when he's right-clicking on a map... Bro, why I cannot... What is going on with my keyboard? Why I cannot uncrouch anymore? What is... What's the deal? Huh? I cannot uncrouch anymore. What? Is there a kind of a collider of some kind? Uh-oh. Is there a collider here in Gios that is blocking me? What the fuck is going on? Here is no problem, but inside this building, here I can uncrouch, but here I cannot. I don't understand what is going on. Here already? What the fuck it is? It's like if there is a collider of some kind. Because here I can. Wow, this light. Why the light is so freaking insanely dark? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, here I cannot uncrouch. I don't know why. It's so weird. That is so weird, boys. Okay. I don't know why the light is so evil in this part. I mean, why the light is so annoying? Why the light is so evil here? Is so strongly. The shadows are like insane. Anyway, we will do this, so I guess we will be fine. We just put a torch. Okay, I think at this angle is pretty much lighting up everything. Yeah, but it seems that inside this building there is 0, 0, 0, 0 light. And so this guy is it's complete darkness. Yeah. Okay, now it's no more, so I should just flag this as not peekable. Okay. Now no one can pick it up. Uh-oh. These wood shelves are upside down. What the hell happened to all these books? Huh? What happened to this guy? I don't think it's recent. I think that it was like this already since some time because yeah. Books under consideration. These are probably books written by players because I don't understand why these freaking books are so fucked up. Why no one is fixing them, huh? Well. Yeah. You tried? Hello, Parker. Good evening. Reasoning on the NPC stuff and meanwhile I'm doing some of this work, but yeah. the hell? What is going on here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Definitely some weird rotations. I think there is still stuff coming from the migration from the old game. Right? Most likely. These are, I mean, these coordinates were probably correct in the old game, but they are not anymore in the new. And I mean, I fixed a lot during the migration automatically, but I think some of this, I mean, these books probably are left over still of the migration. Do 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 do. Much better. I mean, that one is still a bit funky. Oh my god, what is going on in this one? First of all, the bookshelf is completely fucked. I mean it's not fucked, it's just inside out. I mean it just rotated wrong. This single book. This in-game gizmo is so nice, huh? To be able to do what I'm doing is so nice. That we can position any item, you know, rotation, and yeah, the rotation of that guy is so weird. Look at the... Oh, okay, that's fine. To fix the messes, that's you tried. That's nothing though. Check out the Dark Wanderer place. I love this how it is. I love it is how I did. Dark Wanderer is also fucked up. Yeah, could be. I don't know. I really never checked this recently, so. This is all messed due to the migration. These are still wrong coordinates from the migration. All this stuff is wrong from the migration. But it's okay. And I have no idea why certain books are more wrongs than others, right? In theory, they should be all rotated the same, but they are not. I don't know exactly why. You know what? This guy would be down. Well, Oh. It's kind of wrong. Well, it's not the best use of my time, but you know, it's okay. We're gonna fix this game 1 pixel at a time, okay? 1 pixel at a time. We are not scared about pixels. We are not scared about fixing pixels 1 by 1. This book is weird, but I think I will leave it that weird. No? No, it's really weird. No one would put a book on a shelf like that. Also because it probably cannot even stay in that position because it will like open up, right? So okay, we did some work on the library. This book is flying. We did some work on the library. No, but also this guy, come on, it cannot be that way. Let's put it the other way, yeah, like this. Okay, we did some work here to fix stuff. It's still a bit of a pile, but at least it's a better pile. What is this, a flower? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I remember I fixed this already. But anyway. I have some deja vu when I'm looking at this, but anyway. I think I definitely have some deja vu when moving these things, but fine. I feel I fixed that already some time ago, but I don't know. Fuck, this guy moved. This guy moved! He's alive! Okay. Okay, so do you have a preference? I asked that to you, but you didn't answer. Do you have a preference between option 1, option 2, and option 3 in this idea, right? So that option 1 is you will get the map automatically when you reach a discovery point. So it's a bit like Genshin Impact, I don't know, but you reach a point and he's telling you, oh, you discovered Idla East, right? You discover Idla East, and the map goes into your compendium. Option 2 is you need to reach a number of discovery points, right? So for example, I don't know, in this map will be probably the library. Probably the library. It will be maybe this point, which is the bottom left, and the exit, right? So if you go here, here, and here, right? So a number of points. It will tell you, oh, you discovered Idla East, right? And it will add the map, and will add the map number of points. Fuck it. And it will add the map to the compendium. Number. Or option 3 is that the map is a physical item, right? It's a physical item that you have to buy from someone. Like in JOs, you will buy the JOs map. I guess it's fairly easy, right? And so you will, yeah. And so you will get the map, right? You will get the map. In theory, we could do it. So option 3, we could do it now already, because JOs is actually selling the map. It's just that you cannot open it, right? because this map doesn't have a consume script. It's actually a visible map, but you cannot open it this way. So we will have to change the map object to be a consumable, right? Which I don't know if is what I did already here, but it's very likely. It's very likely. If I go on the item stats, it's possible that we have a map. No. Nope. Even if this one is called Idla East map. So in the dummy database, actually, we don't have that. We don't have that. So we have it only on in prod. Yeah, we only have it in prod. But in prod, this is actually not a discovery object. It is a creative object. So this one I can change, right? I can modify it. I can say it's no more a creative object. Is yeah, let me do this so we understand what is the extent of the change that we need to do, right? So the extent of the change, we can start with these two simple maps. I think it's okay. So if I have my Idla main map and my Idla East map, and I still rely on the quality, which I understand is stupid, but is the easiest for me. Is very, very easy. It's very easy for me to do it that way. Because I can cheat like this. I can say 12 and 13, right? I can say 12 and 13. No, even better, I can say 1 to 11 locations. I can say 2021 actually. I can say 2021. 2021. 20 being main, huh? Yeah, now the creative will be empty. It will not be a creative anymore. There's a bit of a pity now that, I mean, if you really ask me, but it's fine. And then it will have a consume script, right, which is the map token, right? Consume script, which will be the map token. Now, the only problem I have is if you don't have the idler overview, how can this freaking work? Because you will not have the main map they attach to, right? I think it will probably break. We can see what happens. In theory, this will make it work already. I only need to spawn this map. Okay, let's try. Yeah, but I think that is the next thing. You can mix all the three. No, you prefer option 1 or 3. I think I prefer option 3 at the end. Because the only problem will be like the sewers, right? Like the sewers. Who is gonna sell you a map of the sewers? I think maybe no one. Or and the sewers will anyway be a mess because it's a vertical map. I mean, it doesn't fit in 2D, right? But let's say I will already be happy to have the main cities mapped, right? So that people do not go crazy anymore in searching trainers and merchants, right? So that they go, they explore, they speak with an NPC, and is added to the map, right? So this I think is good. I mean, is needed. And yes, there will be a bit of ramp up, right? Because you can say, oh, but new players, right, don't know. New players don't know. True. So we will have to find a way to tell new players, to teach new players this, right? So why this thing crashed? Probably these new items that I added are not good, huh? Failed loading item stats 2050, name idler map. For the category, come on. For the category, okay. Relium, eh? Yeah, maybe. I mean, they can be, but I'm saying if this is a place where there are NPC, but they don't. I mean, like the Death Realm. I don't know. I mean, there are places where maybe it doesn't make sense that someone is selling you a map, right? So maybe for those places we will use the technique number 2 or 1, so that you get the map automatically. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I think this is the next thing we're gonna work on while people are voting. So I will let people vote. I will give them a few days, and in the meantime we work on this. I think it is a good one. I think it is a good one. Okay, let's see what we have in the compendium. Even if you're falling down, it's no problem. Well, maybe let me stop the fall down like this. Okay, in the compendium we have nothing. Fantastic, right? So now I think I'm gonna break it, because if I spawn oh my god, why I have so much stuff in? Why my inventory is always a mess? Drinking potions like a boss. This fish I cannot eat. Oh, can I eat 3 eggs? No, I cannot. Okay, so I have 2 Ring of Familiars. So if I spawn now item number if I spawn item number this one, if I spawn this item with quality, I can also choose the quality, with quality 20, I think it was, because we do the trick on the quality, right? Why it doesn't have the use? It doesn't have the use because it's not consumable. Because it needs to be flagged as consumable. True. 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 Okay, fine. We have to reload the server actually. No, I want to understand what happens, because if you don't have a father, right, or is adding it without a father, or is just not adding it at all, which would be annoying, but I think if he's adding it without a father, I think it's okay. Like, you may find a map of a place that you don't know where is it, right? And then it's kind of interesting, right? Maybe you find a treasure map, right? And you don't know where is it, right? So it's not attached to anything. It's like orphan maps. Maybe we can have a node that is like, yeah, I think it is a good idea. We can have a node that is like, like, I don't know, other maps, right? Other maps. There are like other maps, and other maps will be listed here until you discover that they are actually in that particular place, right? Okay, I have my map, so if I do this, so we discovered a new location. Yeah, it's not working. So basically, if it doesn't have a father, at the moment it's not showing up. So the only way for me to actually show it would be, so we did 20, right? 20 is child of what? 20 is child of, but 20 we said that is, wait, 20 we said that is a main map. Huh? So it means that probably this is not updated. I think that doesn't update until I relog or something, because it's not, yeah, because we didn't develop that much, right? Let me relog a second. I think we are not sending the map updates. No, but I think we are though, because it works already for the main map, right? So strange. Okay, let's try just to relog and see. Let's just try to relog and see. No, it's not there. So probably the -1 is throwing him off, but I don't understand, because all these ones are -1. Main map ID -1. Yeah, I think at the moment it's not working. It's basically not working because we never really developed it much. Item type 1. Wait a second. Item type 1. Because this is a location. No. There is a location on the map. Oi. Because the idea was that you had a location as well. Location. Submap. Submap is number 2. So in reality it should be a number 2. And number 2 is a child of number 20. Let me try to generate number 2 as well. So number 21, right? Number 21 is... Number 21 is Idla East map. And I need it with quality 21. And then I can use it. Yeah, you see that it kind of works already. It kind of works already. It kind of works already, which is very nice. Which is very nice. So in theory, if I change the types of all the idler maps in production, you will be able to see this already. Yeah. It will appear as a child. Now, I don't know why the other one doesn't. But I think that the other one doesn't because it's considered a location. So actually the item associated to it is wrong. The item associated to it is wrong. Yeah. The question is, do we want to create a new item? Or do we want to just override the existing? I think it's much better to override the existing. So the players that already have this map in their inventory somewhere. Yeah, because we give these maps to the players, right? To the new players. They receive these maps. So I think we can say, yeah, I just have to do it right. But I think we can already have this in game now. If I do it right, we can already have it. Because we have to update, basically we have to update item stats, right? I don't know if I want to save the old drawings, but I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think it's okay. So I will basically have to update item stats, right? Update item stats. Set. So what did we change? We changed the flags. So the flags needs to be consumable. Flag needs to be consumable. And creative needs to be removed, otherwise we make a mess. And quality, needs to be 20. Consume script needs to be consume map token, right? And where is the creative definition? Yeah, the creative definition needs to be deleted, right? I mean, we can try right now and see what happens. I will have to stop the server a second, but we can try. Hopefully it's not messing up other stuff, but where ID equal to, so one is 20 is this number, and then is the same just with 21. Yeah, the problem is that 21 wait. 21 is correct, but 20 is not correct, because 20 is not correct, because is pointing to a wrong thingy. It's pointing to a location. It's pointing to a location. And by the way, none of that is here. None of that is in prod. Villa Plaza, Isla North. How do I associate then this to the actual map? I have no idea. How does he know that this is that map? Huh? I have no idea. How does he know that this should load up that map? I mean, is the name of the file or what? Maybe it's going by ID. Maybe this ID is actually in the editor somewhere? Yeah, probably, yes. There is probably a correspondence between the ID and the actual... Yeah, there is a DT location, I'm pretty sure. There is a DT location with that correspondence, could be. We're gonna check. Yeah, because I already did some work on this when I did the main map, right? And I think we are not too far, right? It's not too far from having something working, actually. I think it will not take us too much. The problem is that now is midnight 23. Oh my god. I didn't realize it was so late. Yeah, because we spent a lot of time thinking what to do and posting the poll and all of that. Let me just check this and then I absolutely need to go. I don't know if I have a DT location. No. If I have a DT maps. Yeah, I have a DT codex maps. Ah, here it is. Here it is. 21 and 60. Okay, so these two, so Idla East is 21 and Idla Main is 60. So actually this is the correspondence, right? So this number 21 and this number 60. So okay. So if you want to see it correctly, I have to do what? What? 60, huh? 60. So the quality needs to be 60, huh? The quality needs to be 60. So if the quality is 60, so for the main, so for Idla main is 60. And for the other one is 21. And I already have it client side, so I'm only missing the codex locations, right? I'm missing this line and this line that I also have to copy to production. Right? And then what? I mean, this is obviously just a test, right? So we have to do it a bit better, but I think the foundation of it is there. What I see is that the foundation is actually there already. Good night, Ula. See you. I'm going to bed as well very soon. It's super late, but I want to see this. And I think tomorrow we can enable this in production just for fun. So at least new players, when they get the map item, they can actually open it. I mean, they can they can click on it, say use, and then they can send it to the compendium map, which anyway is kind of nice, you know, compared to what we have at the moment. So yeah. And at the moment it's only 2 maps, but it's better than nothing, right? So if I generate again what idler main whatever, which is this item, right? Idler main map with quality 60 this time. Blam blam. I need to wait this thing to go away, or I cannot click on the... Yeah, you see? Good. Yeah, it kind of works, yes. So the idea is to... Yeah, it's for you to collect the maps, right? Put them here, and then the additional step is that we will have the NPC locations, right, written down, and then I need to understand how to have like a pop-up or something for the NPC information. But yeah. Yeah. I think it's good. I think we can enable this tomorrow evening in game, because this actually works. It's just a database change that I need to do, and it actually works. So that's very nice. I think we can work more on the map. I can commission all the maps if we want. Do we want to commission all the maps, or is some of you that wants to do it? Because I cannot draw the maps myself, but I can commission them in a block, you know. I think one map like this, I mean, obviously done more professionally than this, may cost us... I mean, if it's as simple as this, may cost us like $20-30, right? If I want it super fancy, then it may cost us more. How many maps we need? I don't know. I think 2 or 3, maybe 3 for Idla, and 3 for Ojavera, and 1 for Gog, and maybe 2 or 3 for Amnadeir, and so about 10. So we need about 10, so at 30 each is $300. And maybe we can do it in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks with a commission, something like that. But anyway. Okay guys, I'm gonna go. See you. Vote on the poll, okay? Go and vote so I know what you want. I know what you want. Bye bye. Have a good night. Should we do a raid? We are 9 people. Well, 9 is kind of reasonable. 9 is not a so bad number. I don't feel bad, you know, riding with 9 people. No, not the advertisement, please. Should ride this guy. I don't know if he's Unreal Engine though. I think he's doing Blender. Who is doing Unreal Engine at the moment, right now? Unreal Engine 5. This guy? Oh, nice. Yes, absolutely, this guy. He's doing some fantasy things. So we will try to raid this guy. Why not? And I will see you tomorrow evening, boys. I will see you tomorrow evening. Join the raid and see you tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. European time. Bye bye.